So another tutorial. It's all about also array. So this program we will get the which is the highest or the what you call this one, highest element and the smallest element, or the biggest the maximum element and the minimum element of an array. So for example, the user will input the data or will input the numbers, for example 10 numbers, and then the program will determine what is the maximum element and the minimum element of an array. So now I will declare here a variable which is int a int array, example array is equal to new int 100. So if you are using C++ or Java, just see the last video, because I created a program there with a conversion to C++, so that you will understand how to convert this one to the other language, because we are using here a C# language. Okay, so I will declare here a variable which is int I, then minimum, then maximum, and n. Okay, next is I will ask the user to input the numbers. So we will say here how many numbers you want to store in array. So we'll ask the user to input the numbers of an number of elements. So n, I will use n variable. So int that parse is equal to console dot read line. Okay. Okay. Once the user input how many numbers, we will use for loop. Okay. So I is equal to 0. So we will use always 0 because element in array is always start or begin with 0. Next is I is less than to n, then I plus plus. Okay, next. In this looping, we will ask the user to input the elements. So console, okay, that right, we put here element like element okay, like this one, I, okay. So it's like element 0, then you will put the numbers. So array, okay, like this, then I is equal to console dot read line. Then you will convert this one to integer because this is number. Okay. So convert, you are using int that parse if you are using integer. If you are using double that parse, like that. You are converting the string to integer. Okay, so now as you can see, the user will input the element or the array value. Now, as you can see, we have here minimum and maximum variable. So we will use this one as maximum is equal to array 0. We'll assume that the maximum and minimum is in array 0. Okay. Now, we will use here to get the maximum and minimum value in the element. So we are using here for loop I is equal to 1, or yes, 1, because as you can see we start here 0, so we will start here element number 1, then I is less than 2, n, which is the input of the user, then this n is this one. Okay, it's depend on how many numbers you want to stored in an array. Then I plus plus. Okay, now here inside we will check the maximum and minimum. So how to check or how to get the maximum number? So if, okay, array 1 or I, this will start to 1, is greater than to maximum. This one is greater than. As you can see, this one is I is greater than to maximum. Then maximum will be array I. So whatever, if here is success, it will store to the maximum as maximum element. Okay, so I will put here, this is how to check the maximum element. Okay. Okay, here naman, this is how to check the minimum element in an array. Okay, so another if statement, if array, okay, it's like 1 I is less than to minimum. Okay, this is minimum. Okay, so we will use here minimum array I. So whatever, if here the element is less than to the minimum, which is 0, it will be the minimum number. So this is how to get the, then outside the loop we will use the console that write. Okay, okay, I'll put here the maximum element is maximum, then console that write the minimum element is okay. So we will check if it is correct. So first is input the how many numbers, then loop, the user will input the numbers, then as assume that we will start from array 0, maximum and minimum, then for loop from 1, okay, from 1. Why 1? Because here we get already the maximum and minimum from array 0, so we will execute here from 1, element number 1. So 1, element number 1 is greater than to the maximum, the array will be the maximum. Okay, the array element will be the maximum, so it will store here. So we will see if it is correct. How many array you want to store? For example, 6. Okay, element number 0 is 30, 21, 10, 23, 60, then 35. Okay. The maximum element is 60. Okay, the minimum is 10. To have a good, we will put here right line. To have a good output, we will put here right line. Okay, then here also. Again, we will check sample 8, 8 numbers, 1, 40, 30, 20, 10, 60, 90, 50, 32. Okay, the maximum is 90. Okay, this is correct. The minimum is 10. Ayan. So the code of getting the maximum and minimum element is only this one. Okay, so I hope you will understand this one. So please comment and subscribe the channel. Okay, thank you.